Hello and very welcome everyone to this session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs of 15th of March 2024. So let's start and see that what are the things we can do in this session and what are the things we can learn from this particular day. So before we start, these are the topics I got covered for you in this session. So I have got some international news, national news, state news, banking, finance, science and technology, sports, important days, books and authors, obituary, awards and recognitions, and at last I'll summarize all the things for all of you. Before we start, the images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. First news that we today have with us is over 1500 skeletons discovered at construction site in Germany's Nuremberg. So first of all, you need to know where is Germany. So Germany you can find in the northern Europe side and just adjacent to the Netherlands, and very famous Kiel Canal passes through Germany, and just on the north of Germany you will find Denmark. So 1500 skeletons has been discovered at a construction site in Germany's Nuremberg, and discovered by a vast number of human skeletons while building a house. Nearly 1,000 skeletons have been unearthed so far, with estimates suggesting the total could surpass 1500. The site is believed to be Europe's largest cemetery, adding it adding to its historical significance. Cemetery's location amidst a densely populated area adds to its intrigue. So far, not everything is clear that what was there, but a particular estimate was that a cemetery was used to be there at that particular site, and some type of interrogations and particularly investigations are going on. And after some radioactive, particularly carbon dating, we will get to know that what was there. So for now, over 1500 skeletons discovered at a construction site in Germany. Germany's capital is Berlin. President Abbas named Mohammad Mustafa as the new Palestinian PM. So President Mahmoud Abbas of the Palestinian Authority appointed Mohammad Mustafa as the new Prime Minister. Mustafa is a US educated economist and a leading Palestinian business figure. He has track record of overseeing Gaza's reconstruction efforts under Hamas rule. As Prime Minister, Mustafa will navigate the complex political landscape and address the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. So do remember that President Abbas named Mohammad Mustafa as the new Palestinian Prime Minister. Palestine is a particular place with which the conflict is going on with Israel. So Israel and Palestine, they have their particular dispute regarding the things of especially for the city called Jerusalem and the place where the Israel is located. And it has been going just after the Second World War. And last year it was triggered after the 7th October attack of Hamas terrorist group on Israel. And after that, so far the attacks are going on, especially on the Gaza Strip. And in the midst of that, the new Palestinian Prime Minister took oath and named as Mohammad Mustafa. He was appointed by President Abbas. India Singapore signed memorandum of understanding on law and dispute resolution. So India and Singapore have signed a memorandum of understanding to solidify their cooperations in law and dispute resolution. The memorandum was signed by Singapore Minister for Culture, Community and Youth, Second Minister for Law Mr. Edwin Tong, and India's Minister for Law and Justice Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal. Agreement aims to bolster collaboration in international commercial dispute resolution, focuses on sharing best practices, exchanging expertise, and facilitating capacity building initiatives. So do remember for now that India has and Singapore have signed a memorandum on law and dispute resolutions. And particularly Singapore, capital is Singapore city, and you can find this particular country in the Malaya Peninsula. Recently, SDFC has also opened a particular branch in Singapore to expand their particular reach into the international countries and international boundaries. And the MOU was signed by the Singapore's Minister for Culture and Community and Youth and second Minister for Law, that is Mr. Edwin Tong. And who is the India's Minister for Law and Justice? Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal. Electoral bonds. BJP tops the list with highest receipt. So, electoral bonds scheme introduced in 2018 allows the individuals and entities to make donations to the political parties without revealing their identities. So, this process was started in 2018, and in that process, particularly any particular company who want to donate something to the parties, they can donate efficiently. And in respect of that, they will get the electoral bond. And in that particular case, recently, after the Supreme Court intervened and Supreme Court required the data that what number of money has been given and what are the number of electoral bonds have been signed. So in that particular data, we get to know that BJP has turned out to be the highest receiver of the electoral bonds of the payments as a form of electoral bond. Election Commission of India has recently released the data on the amounts received by various parties through the route. Rajiv Kumar is the Chief Election Commissioner. According to the data, Bharatiya Janata Party encased electoral bond worth 6,060.5 crore between April 12, 2019 and January 24, 2024. This data provide insights into the flow of funds in Indian politics. And you remember that electoral bonds, BJP tops the list with highest receipts. DEPWD and COA join forces to support persons with disabilities. So, Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities is collaborating with the Council of Architecture. The partnership aims to enhance inclusivity and accessibility for persons with disability in public spaces and buildings. Initiatives include integrating essential course modules into the Bachelor of Architecture curriculum. Collaboration signifies a significant advancement in architectural practices. So do remember DEPWD and COA, they have joined the forces to support the person with disabilities, to provide particular assistance to the people who are facing some type of disabilities, and for that purpose DEPWD and DCOA are coming together. Maharashtra to establish first of its kind tourist facility in Jammu and Kashmir. So the Maharashtra government secured approval from the Jammu and Kashmir administration to acquire 2.5 acre of land in Ichgam near Srinagar airport. The land will be used for the construction of Maharashtra Bhavan. The initiative symbolizes a proactive approach towards fostering cultural and touristic ties between the two regions. Jammu Kashmir government sanctioned the transfer of land to Maharashtra at the cost of rupees 8.16 crore. So do remember that Maharashtra has to establish first of its kind tourist facility in Jammu Kashmir. Recently, Srinagar has been given the name of the craft city of the world or craft capital of the world. And apart from that, recently uh, Jammu Kashmir capital is Srinagar, and in 2019 it has bifurcated from Ladakh as both turned out to be the union territories. So currently the Jammu Kashmir status is a union territory. Elections has been conducted, and particularly the Maharashtra government has secured approval of Jammu Kashmir administration to acquire 2.5 acre of land near Srinagar airport. Index number of wholesale price in India, February 2024. So, Department of Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade released the monthly wholesale price index for India. The WPI for February 2024 reflects a 0.20% provisional annual inflation rate. Increase is driven primarily by food articles, crude petroleum, natural gas, electricity, machinery and equipment, and motor vehicles. This report aids in economic analysis and policy formulation. So, according to the Department of Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade, wholesome price index for India reflects a 0.20% provisional annual inflation rate. Fitch raises India's GDP forecast for financial year 25 to 7%. According to RBI, it would be 7 to 7.2. According to Goldman Sachs, it would be 6.8 to 7. And Moody, they have said it to be 6.5 to 7. And now Fitch Rating has raised India's growth forecast for financial year 25 to 7%, up from previous estimate of 6.5. Upgraded is the attribute to robust domestic demand and sustained growth in business and consumer confidence. Growth is expected to be higher than the normal in the short term, but may moderate towards a sustainable pace. Fitch expect inflation to gradually decrease to 4% by the end of the year. So do remember, Fitch raises India's GDP forecast for financial year 25 to 7%. RBI unveils draft guidelines on climate risk disclosure for financial institutions. So, the highest regulatory body of banking, RBI, released the draft guidelines for climate related financial risk disclosure. These guidelines aim to ensure transparency, better management of climate risk within the financial sector. RBI move aligns with its commitment to addressing climate risks. Guidelines are applicable to various regulated entities. So do remember that RBI has unveiled the draft guidelines on climate risk disclosure for financial institutions. Reliance to buy 13% of Paramount stake in Viacom 18 for rupees 4,286. So Reliance Industries announced the acquisition of Paramount Global entire 13.01 stake in Viacom 18 Media. So Viacom 18 Media, you must have heard about them. They have different ventures like Colors TV and all that. And Global entire have got 13.01% stake. But now those stakes are being sold to Reliance Industries for rupees 4,286 crore. This transaction underscores Reliance's strategic positioning in the media industry. Acquisition further solidifies Reliance's presence in the competitive market. Reliance has entered a binding agreement to purchase Paramount Global stake in Viacom 18 Media. So remember, Reliance has to buy 13% Paramount stake in Viacom 18. Government of India and ADB signs $23 million loan agreement to strengthen fintech ecosystem in India. So the Union Government of India and the Asian Development Bank finalized a 23 million loan agreement. Agreement aimed to bolster the fintech landscape within the country. It targets the enhancement to have access to quality fintech education innovation, particularly within the Gujarat International Finance Tech City. Ministry of Finance will spearhead the establishment of an international fintech institute. So do remember that Government of India and ADB, they have signed a $23 million loan agreement to strengthen fintech ecosystem in India. And that too in the gift city, that is in Gandhinagar. Arya.ag partners Shivalik Bank for commodity financing. So grain commerce platform Arya.ag has collaborated with Shivalik Small Finance Bank. The partnership aims to extend financial assistance to farmers, agro processors, and micro enterprises. The focus is on facilitating over 200 crore rupees in warehouse receipt financing in the current financial fiscal year. Arya.ag act as a business correspondent for Shivalik Small Finance Bank. So do remember that Arya.ag has partnered with Shivalik Bank for commodity financing. Similar type of small finance bank collaborated with Slice, that is the Northeast Small Finance Bank. They have the Slice got merged with them for the particular financial services. Government of India approves the electric vehicle policy to boost the local manufacturing. So recently the Indian government announced a comprehensive scheme on March 15 to position India as a global hub for electric vehicle manufacturing. Recently, India is working a lot towards developing itself as a semiconductor hub and lithium battery hub, and also in the manufacturing of the electric vehicles. So, recently, if we talk about, the government of India has approved the electric vehicle policy to boost the local manufacturing, and also to add to that, recently, the government of India has also said to increase the particular taxations or cess on the diesel locomotive cars. So basically, they are working efficiently towards creating an EV ecosystem in India. The policy designed by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry aimed to attract significant investments from global EV manufacturers. Companies have a 3-year window to establish their manufacturing facilities in India and commence commercial production of EVs. The initiative is expected to boost local manufacturing and create job opportunities. So, do remember the Government of India approved the electric vehicle policy to boost the local manufacturing. SpaceX Starship lost on return to Earth after completing most of third test flight. SpaceX, the private space agency chaired by Elon Musk, Starship rocket aimed at lunar missions and beyond disintegrated during its third test flight. That means it got destroyed. The Starship launched from the starbase near Boca Chica village, Texas. Mission Control lost communication with the Starship during the re-entry, leading to its disintegration in the Earth's atmosphere. The setback highlights the challenges in developing reusable space vehicle. Though SpaceX is famous for the reusable launch vehicle, but when we are talking about some particular lunar missions and these kind of missions, so SpaceX Starship rocket has lost after the third test flight. A decade of science tech panorama for Atmanirbhar Bharat. So on 14th March, Dr. Jitendra Singh unveiled the report A Decade of Science and Technology Panorama for Atmanirbhar Bharat at Vigyan Bhavan. So panorama, I hope you know, panorama is a kind of a photogenetic process in which when we particularly slide our phone from one side to other, we take the whole photo of that region. So if we talk about the particularly a decade of science and technology panorama, that means particularly we are talking about the last 10 years development of science and technology in this category. So report provide overview of technological advancement made by various ministries and department of government of India over the past decade. As I said, it acknowledges the exponential growth of India's startup ecosystem. The report reflects on the journey from a few hundred to over a lakh startups with numerous unicorns emerging across sectors. What is the meaning of unicorn? Any company that has got a particular brand value of $1 billion, that is called as unicorn. IIT Delhi and Israel Aerospace Industries join forces for applied research. So IIT Delhi announced a collaboration with Israel Aerospace Industries for applied research. This partnership reflects IAI's commitment to corporate social responsibilities in India. Collaboration aims to promote innovation and technological advancement through joint projects, training initiatives, and research consultancy. Both entities aim to collectively shape India's technological landscape. So, do remember that IIT Delhi and Israel Aerospace Industries have joined forces for the applied research. Ministry of Heavy Industries partners with IIT Roorkee in automotive and EV sector. So, Ministries of Heavy Industries and IIT Roorkee, that is Indian Institute of Technology Roorkee, signed a memorandum of understanding. The Ministry of Heavy Industries has allocated a grant of rupees 19.8745 crore for research development and implementation. The partnership is further supplemented by 4.78 crore from industry partners. This collaboration underscores the importance of academia-industry partnership in driving technological advancement. So, do remember the Ministry of Heavy Industries partners with IIT Roorkee in automotive and EV sector. Max Verstappen triumph at Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So, some famous names in the Grand Prix tournament is one of that is Red Bull's Max Verstappen clinched the victory at Saudi Arabian Grand Prix starting from pole position. It marks the Red Bull's second consecutive 1-2 finish in the 2024 Formula One season. Verstappen celebrated his first ever back-to-back victories at the start of a season. He extended his winning streak to 9 consecutive races, including last year's success. So, do remember the name Max Verstappen, and he triumphed at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Mumbai wins Ranji Trophy 2024 after beating Vidarbha. So, Mumbai won the Ranji Trophy after beating Vidarbha by 169 runs at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. So Ranji Trophy is a kind of a domestic cricket tournament, and this year it has been won by Mumbai. Vidarbha had won their previous two Ranji Trophy finals, could not replicate their success this time. Was Mumbai's 42nd Ranji trophy title, showcasing their dominance in the Indian domestic cricket. Mumbai ended their 8-year drought by winning the championship after last lifting the title in 2015-2016. So this year the Ranji Trophy winner was Mumbai and defeating Vidarbha. World Consumer Rights Day. So World Consumer Rights Day is celebrated on 15th of March. The day aims to raise awareness about the rights responsibilities of consumer in the marketplace, emphasize the importance of protecting consumer rights and ensuring fair business practices. The theme for World Consumer Rights Day 2024 is Fair and Responsible AI for Consumers. So do remember the World Consumer Rights Day is observed on 15th of March across the globe. Parshottam Rupala released the book on Sagar Parikrama at Rajkot, Gujarat. So, Union Minister for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry, Dairying, Shri Parshottam Rupala released a book and video titled Sagar Parikrama at the Engineering Association in Rajkot, Gujarat. The book chronicles the Sagar Parikrama Yatra, encompassing diverse elements such as maritime route and cultural exploration. It contains 7 chapters covering the genesis of Sagar Parikrama and key takeaways from the journey. The book aims to highlight the notable impact from all 12 phases of the journey. So remember the name Parshottam Rupala, and a book has been released on Sagar Parikrama at Rajkot, Gujarat. Admiral Lakshmi Narayan Ramdas, former Indian Navy chief, dies at 90. So Admiral Lakshmi Narayan Ramdas, the former chief of naval staff of the Indian Navy, passed away at the age of 90. Currently, the chief of naval staff is Mr. Dinesh Tripathi. He breathed his last peaceful on March 15 at the military hospital Secunderabad, Telangana. His demise marks the end of an era in the Indian Armed Forces. Admiral Ramdas leaves behind a legacy of valor, integrity, and unwavering commitment to principles. So, do remember the name Admiral Lakshmi Narayan Ramdas, the former Indian Navy chief, and he died at the age of 90. Sangeet Natak Academy Awards 2022-2023. So, the President of India conferred the Sangeet Natak Academy Awards for the year 2022 and 2023 to 94 eminent artists. So, basically, for the whole 2 years, that is 2022 and 2023, the awards have been given by the President, that is Sangeet Natak Academy Award. The award recognizes exceptional contribution in the field of performing arts. Prestigious Sangeet Natak Academy Fellowship Academy was bestowed upon 7 eminent artists. The awards celebrate the mastery of these artists in enriching India's cultural heritage. Let's revise what we have learned so far. So, over 1,500 skeletons discovered at construction site in Germany, Nuremberg. President Abbas named Mohammad Mustafa as the new Palestinian PM. India-Singapore signed a memorandum of understanding on law and dispute resolution. Electoral bonds, BJP tops the list with highest receipt. DEPWD and COA join forces to support persons with disabilities. Maharashtra to establish first of its kind tourist facility in Jammu Kashmir. Index numbers of wholesale price in India for February 2024. Fitch raises India's GDP forecast for the financial year 25 to 7%. RBI unveils draft guidelines on climate risk disclosure for financial institutions. Reliance to buy 13% of Paramount stake on Viacom 18 for rupees 4,286 crore. Government of India, ADB signs $23 million loan agreement to strengthen fintech ecosystem in India. Arya.ag partners Shivalik Bank for commodity financing. Government of India approves the electric vehicle policy to boost local manufacturing. SpaceX Starship lost on return to Earth after completing the most of third test flight. A decade of science tech panorama for Atmanirbhar Bharat report unveiled. IIT Delhi, Israel Aerospace Industries join forces for applied research. Ministry of Heavy Industries partnered with IIT Roorkee in automotive and EV sector. Max Verstappen triumphed at Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Mumbai won Ranji Trophy after beating Vidarbha. World Consumer Rights Day 2024 on 15th of March. Parshottam Rupala released the book on Sagar Parikrama at Rajkot, Gujarat. Admiral Lakshmi Narayan Ramdas, former Indian Navy chief, dies at 90. Sangeet Natak Academy Awards 2022-2023 announced and given by the President Draupadi Murmu. And that's it in this session, guys. I hope you gained a lot of knowledge and a lot of things are added into your notes and your general knowledge facts. I will meet you in the next session in which we will discuss some more current affairs and discuss some more things on to enhance our knowledge. Till then, bye bye. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.